everyone, welcome to Art Time with Melissa. We're doing something a little different today and we're going to think like scientists because science affects art. Let's jump right into it. So, here I have some interesting supplies. I have an ice cube, I have salt, and I have crayons, and I have watercolor paint. Let's see what we can do with these. And I invite you to just play and experiment while you're doing this. I'm going to take an ice cube, one of them, and I'm going to cover it in salt. I'm going to see what happens. And I'm going to take an ice cube and just leave it alone, make sure none of the salt's near it. I'm going to take another ice cube and I'm going to put some watercolor paint on it. And we're going to see what happens with this one. What's your hypothesis? What do you think is going to happen? Then I'm going to take a section and I'm going to scooch that a little bit, put some watercolor paint on it. I'm going to sprinkle some salt on it. And we're going to see what happens with that. Scooch it down. And I'm going to take some paint and just put it like normal so that we can just see what happens to paint drying like normal. I'm going to take some paint. You might know this if you watch previous videos. And I'm going to do a little scribble of crayon. And I'm going to put some paint on top of it. And we're going to see what happens to that. Alright. I'm going to add a little bit more salt to this one. Just the rest. Just pile it on there. Awesome. So already I'm seeing this one, I can still see the crayon, and the crayon is separated a little bit from the paint. Interesting. My control just looks like a paint glob. This one with the salt, I'm seeing some of the salt looks like it's kind of like absorbing some of the paint. This one, it's melting a little bit. That looks pretty normal. This one looks pretty shiny, so I think this one might be melting the fastest. And this one, well, it's hard to see, but I don't think it's melting too much yet. We're going to come back in a minute. We're going to see what's happened. I'll see you soon. All right, we're back. Let's see how the ice and salt is doing. All right, whoa, the salt has made the ice melt way faster. That's because salt water freezes at a different temperature than ice that's just fresh water freezes. So you can see this ice cube barely melting. If I look at this one, whoa, it's a puddle. This one, I feel like we got our biggest melt from. It's a little bigger than this one, probably because I put some normal temperature water on it. So it had that to help it. Now let's clear off part of the salt. Here, you're usually supposed to wait till it's fully dry, but I think we'll get the same result. Yeah. So if you look, you can see little craters forming where the salt is absorbing the watercolor. It looks even better if you wait longer, but it's a great technique if you want to play with texture on your watercolor paintings. And a little messy if you grab it. So, what does this mean for art? Well, it means there's a lot of things you can play with. If you want your work to melt at different temperatures, if you want to create different textures, if you want to see if you can create something that resists, so you can create even a secret message that you would only know at certain times. There are so many possibilities. I hope you have fun. Ooh, there it is. Starting to see the design. I hope you have fun and experiment and think about what science can do for your art. Take care. Use these techniques to create a cool piece of art. See you in the next one. Bye.